practice. I was like, yo, you about to get this work today. You use the analogy of, right, what's the highway up to Santa Monica? PCH. To PCH. And you never put the top down. You never put the top down in your career, it sounds like. You never enjoyed what you were doing. You never enjoyed your success. You never enjoyed the Pro Bowl, the All-Pros. You weren't looking at that, the beauty of your career. You were driving. Yes, I was too busy worrying about
today.
The Nets.
From Las Vegas.
When I told my Achilles, I remember sitting in the hospital, laid up, going back over all the passes that I dropped. And if I would have caught
and we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
because I won 1,000 receptions, and I'll be done. Do you regret that, bro?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Sanders working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st down, Smith looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, Smith. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. In motion right comes Gordon. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And now they'll shift things around. Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw is Sanders. To throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Gino. And a quick throw here. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return from Browns TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. Fumble return for the touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's to the end zone for a touchdown. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off.
I hope they don't bullshit me on this game like they did the Bears and the Steelers.
To the 18-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Sanders now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Foreman looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They've stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Sanders. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Josh Gordon A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well. And
good, fellas.
And take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Play action. It's Smith. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Here's Smith now on second down. That's swung out to Mostert. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Oh, he's set.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Here comes Carter. (21-0) our score after 1. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sanders. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. Right back to Njoku. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break.
Rolling again.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. In motion right comes Gordon. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all.
Oh, no. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid.
As good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Good job.
He's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sanders. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets this one inside
Good
the 15,
job.
just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11.
Just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
Good job.
They wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Touchdown, Browns. Cedric Tillman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd.
Good
That's
job.
what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out,
Oh, good play.
punt it away. This time,
There you go.
finish this thing off in the end zone. It's a
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
2nd down. Now it's Smith.
Watch Browers.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
Okay.
And he'll have
Okay.
Field almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown.
That found a little rhythm.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's got a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Smith. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
How about the timing on that one?
All right.
They were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Smith.
Oh, roughing the passer.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
Damn!
He gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get a bit closer.
We good.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. Touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. In motion right comes Gordon. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Off play action. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So nothing doing there.
I thought we at least gained 1 or 2 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So there's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. This is Ford.
Good job. No carries.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards. Sanders to throw on 2nd down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
I like this formation.
They run with Ford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Damn. I finally got on the side where they tackle you in for the touchdown.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan.
Oh, damn, I thought he was going to do it.
Now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people. Find some other playmakers. But always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And for the third time here,
got it back.
It's intercepted. Picked up
3 of them things.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to speed things up here. In motion left goes Carter. Now Sanders throwing on first down. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ford. And he's in.
2 of them things.
Jerome Ford with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Browns kicking team out there now.
Rolling again.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. It's caught. Cooper.
All right, cool.
He's going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Smith. He finds his man complete.
Smart.
That's Bowers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here now, 2nd and 4. To the air again, Smith. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short
Da-da-da-da-da. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, yo, yo, let's get it.
From the 50, it's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now.
Good play.
It's like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
All right.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
They'll swing this out to Mostert.
Damn!
Down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a concern.
I mean, it don't work for that shit.
Not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back into quarter number 3.
Oh!
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards.
Cost your mama.
20. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's Sanders on third down.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
To throw is Sanders on first down.
I should have ran.
I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, so he was clearly over the line.
Sanders now looking to throw on second down. And he lost the football. And the Raiders...
I knew it was going to happen eventually.
will take over the football at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That should have been a fumble.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Smith now to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete.
Cook killing us.
Bounce just inside the 25-yard line. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
We'll be rolling again.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
Damn!
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple.
They ballin'. They ballin'.
Throwing is Smith. This is caught. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get
a
good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On second down now, it's Ford, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Draw play to Ford, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second down and 8. Off the play fake. Sanders escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Off play action. Sanders. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Wow. Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Back to throw. Sanders.
Come on, bro.
It's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Sanders to throw on second down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight.
Yeah, Shedeur ain't playing in the fourth.
One-sided, as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
No, Denzel going to get one eventually.
Raiders.
Back to life.
Time to kind of clean this up.
Back to reality.
That's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30,
long as you gain yards, that's a win.
Running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, Sanders. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford, 30 yards. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
We just in the zone, bro.
And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Back to life. Back to reality.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football.
Back
and
to
one thing
reality.
that's really plagued them, the turnovers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to score 100, bro.
It's now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
That wasn't even nothing to question.
They'll run on first down. It's 4. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Sanders throwing the out route incomplete. That's 4. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Sanders to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive.
Good job, Miles.
Half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
Let me go and take Shedeur out,
how
man.
do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
You know what? I might just go and play Shedeur the whole game, bro. Why not?
Now Smith.
I fucking hate that slant.
To get this one across the 35.
Yeah, if Gino throws 6 picks, I need to throw 6 touchdowns.
Gino down to throw.
Got him. Finally, Miles.
This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker.
4 down territory.
8 there on the play. And that's
going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
Back to life. Back to reality.
He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hell no! What the fuck? That ain't a real catch.
And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, Carter.
I'll take it.
Punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Chat, how we feeling on night, man? What's a day, rather?
Well, they don't really need the points.
It feel like a night game because I can't tell the time. We in a whole dome and shit in Vegas.
They would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't
they, man?
Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got
it's your last drive, bro.
Execution overall. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, they turn to Ford. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Sanders. That's going to be caught by Judy.
Dang.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now
let's go.
Complete downfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Pause.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Sanders. And he'll find Akins there, complete.
Boy, Max is going to light me up.
On the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 3.
Nah, run the ball.
They'll try the left side. Ford. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Sanders forced out to his left. Incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On first down, Smith. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flush to his right.
What the fuck was Miles Garrett?
Up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, something tells me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He finds his man complete.
Y'all would tackle him over the fucking line.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Smith.
There we go.
My goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other
Good
side,
job.
Jubilation.
That's 94 yards.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Open man, that's Tillman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard there to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Come on, bruh.
Incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you can always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Should have drafted Shedeur, nigga.
On first down, it's Ford. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about...
Boy, they gonna make him earn that 100 yards.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive
there we go.
for him and for themselves.
105 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Sanders. And Gordon's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back to throw. Sanders. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
364 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, bro.
Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one.
Oh, you finally get a kick return. Oh, no, you don't.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out
that's a good play
in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys
should have been doing that earlier, man.
How do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Smith. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. The defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he
6 tackles.
Down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
We go.
Smith throwing again.
That should have been the 7th one, bro.
It's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Smith pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
I can't get mad. Y'all done got me more than I expected.
And he drops it incomplete.
Why he just won't throw it deep? Well, he didn't try that too.
7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Smith.
Great play.
Man, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's back.
No!
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carlson down to add the extra.
Man, I wish I could have challenged that.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored an abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Watson.
I knew that was going to pick.
Intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Hot shit.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be in.
That'll do it.
As time has run out on this football game.
Belt to ass, man.
As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.
That was a performance, boy. 35-41. 5 touchdowns. One drop, one fumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Denzel went crazy. Boy, got 3 of them things. Still lemon pepper on my motherfucking wings. Good day on the special teams. We're at 21 tackles, bro. Six tackles solid.